Want to know how to catch big fall Saginaw Bay, Saginaw River walleye? Check out my favorite, yeah, I got the other one. Want to catch big walleye like this? Let me show you how I love to catch fall walleye in Saginaw Bay and Saginaw River. You guys are not going to believe how easy it is to catch big walleye just like this. All right, guys, so it's a really beautiful day out here on Saginaw Bay. You don't get many days like this. Dylan and I have had a little bit slower day, but we did pick up some nice walleye first thing this morning. And I want to show you guys a little bit of a technique that I use on the Detroit River in the spring that absolutely catches some really big walleye. And a lot of people this time of year are jigging. And by far, jigging is a staple of the industry when it comes to catching walleye. But you're starting to see and hear more people incorporate casting into their techniques. Well, that's actually how we caught those two fish this morning, was actually casting number 7 ripping wraps. This is the bad lipstick. And what we're doing is we're finding ledges and drop-offs, and we're finding some rock piles near the mouth of the river. And those fish were laying right on the edge of the rocks. Actually, one that Dylan caught, as soon as he popped the lure off of a rock that it was snagged on, a fish absolutely smashed it. So the way to fish these is actually pretty simple. I want to break down the setup for you. So this is a 7-foot medium heavy Vendetta Abu Garcia rod. I've got it paired with one of the SX10 reels, and my favorite braid to use on this setup is 10-pound pink Camel Beyond braid. And then I've got between about a 4 and a 5 foot leader of 12-pound fluorocarbon. I use the Beyond fluorocarbon as well. I'll add a snap right here if I'm going to be changing out a lot of colors. But my favorite colors, there's 3 of them. If you're going to start casting ripping wraps for walleye, whether it's in the Detroit River in the spring, or if you're going to do it in the fall here on Saginaw Bay, Saginaw River, the bad lipstick is hands down one of my favorite colors. But then also too, I like the natural perch color. This is another really good color for me. And then the road trip is another one as well. And as you guys saw, this is the road trip right here. And as you guys saw, I have a pretty good collection of these baits just because you never know what they want to hit on. But between those 3 colors, that's what I've caught probably 90 to 95% of my fish on. And the way you fish these is actually very, very simple. So you basically cast it out, let it hit the bottom, and then you just actually pulse the lure off the bottom, and you'll actually feel that lure shaking as it hits the bottom. So basically what that lure is doing is when you cast it out, you rip it off the bottom, it goes up and then hits bottom. And it goes up and hits bottom. And actually that lure is vibrating every time you do that. And those fish really key in on that pulse and that cadence of that lure with the lateral line in their backs. And this is just an awesome way to catch it. Again, you can catch a lot of walleye jigging. It's a staple of the industry, but man, there's nothing like a casting bite. And Dylan got to experience that this morning, catching these walleye. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this really short tips and tricks video on how I like to catch walleye, not only in the spring in the Detroit River, but on the fall in Saginaw Bay and Saginaw River. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Growth is going really, really well. I cannot thank you guys enough for all your support. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks. We'll catch you in the water next time.